Hi guys, welcome back to another exciting video. Today's video is so interesting. We're going to laugh while watching this, while learning one or two things about the Dutch people. Okay, today's video is from BBC Global. It's titled "Why the Dutch Don't Say Sorry." BBC Real. Okay, if you're Dutch, I really want to know your opinions. Why you think you guys don't say sorry in the comment section? If you live in the Netherlands or you have experiences with these people, why do you think they actually do not say sorry? Like, we really want to find out. So we're going to be seeing this video together. Before we dive into it, I'm Oge. Welcome to the channel. Please consider subscribing if you are watching for the first time. Make sure you give it a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your post notification bell so you get notified anytime I drop a new video. What else do you do? Just interesting stuff. Okay, let's quickly see this together.
The Netherlands may be a small country, but the Dutch are known for many things. Cycling, cheese, coffee shops, windmills, and being the tallest people in the world. But there's one thing they rarely do. Dutch people don't say sorry.
Nee. Nou, dat kan ik me niet herinneren hoor.
Dat is een hele tijd geleden.
If they say sorry, they don't really mean it.
Experts like Saskia Maarse say that there's a cultural reason for this.
The Dutch are known as being direct, which means that the messages are quite precise and clear. Whereas in most other countries, the communication style is indirect, meaning that, well, to understand that you have to look to the underlying values. And in the British communication style, there's much more politeness, diplomacy and tact. Whereas in the Netherlands communication style, if you look at the underlying values, it's about transparency and openness and honesty.
I asked people from other countries how they see this curious habit.
I was born in Indonesia.
I come from Maastricht.
I was born in Chicago, Illinois.
I come out from Syria.
I grew up mixed culture. There are two different sides because Indonesians are not direct at all, and we tend to talk around things, whereas the Dutch is really like, if you want to say something, say it to my face and be direct about it. Like, just get to the point. What do you want?
Are we a little bit rude, maybe?
Kind of. But I think it's a culture.
The younger are very good on their bikes, always saying sorry, and then some people, the older generation of Dutch, aren't. They don't. No.
En als iemand iets vervelends zegt, hè, of in een gezelschap of wat dan ook, dan ga ik wel dat achterhalen. En dan weet ik ook de reden. Het kan een goede reden zijn, het kan ook niet zo goed zijn en dan zeg ik dat. Dus ja, ik ben wat dat betreft wel beleefd in die dingen, ja. Kan ik wel zeggen van mezelf.
This is actually a thing that we've been talking on the way here, how Dutch I can be with my directness, because sometimes under pressure I do tend to be very short.
No. You don't use words.
Yeah, it's I'm sorry. Hey, there it is.
Of course, as with any trend, there are exceptions.
I have been dealing with Dutch 3 years. They often say sorry. I think she's more the one who says it. Yeah, she says it and she means it.
Generally they will say sorry, but only if they mean it. In the British communication style, sorry is a good word to use in order to be more diplomatic or polite. While we should say, well, you only say sorry if you're really sorry.
Als ik weet dat ik fout ben, zeg ik sorry. Ja. Ik ken heel slecht tegen onrecht, maar als ik zeker weet dat ik zelf fout ben, zeg ik echt, ja, dan zeg ik sorry.
This culture trend has a curious historical and practical origin.
The direct communication style is part of the consensus culture. If you look at the history, we have this one common enemy, which is the water. So centuries ago, the people were forced to work together to find solutions for the battle against the water. What they did is sitting around tables and having long discussions and long deliberations, and it was needed to be honest about your ideas and your thoughts and your opinions, so they could find out a common solution. The other thing is, in order to take all the opinions, ideas seriously, people had to see each other as equal, and that still is. It is deep-rooted, and it's still a part of the communication style.
Well, you came up to me once and you said that when you go to a place, a terrace or something, that no one is coming to you.
Yeah.
Right? And you won't step.
I will wait until somebody shows up or I give up and leave.
Yeah, and I would confront them until they come.
Yeah, but that's Dutch.
This Dutch directness can cause translation issues, especially when talking with Brits, who don't always say what they think.
If you have a business proposal and the Englishman or woman says, well, that's very interesting, I will have a look at it, we really translate that, oh, that's interesting, so they are interested. While it could also mean, well, I'm not interested and it's a bad idea. And then the challenge for Dutch people is to find out what the real meaning of the words is. And we can both speak English, but it doesn't mean that we get the real message. And also, of course, for the people in the UK, it's challenging to not be that shocked because of the directness, because it's meant to be honest and clear, but it's often perceived as being rude and even arrogant.
Do we think that Dutch people need to say sorry more?
Nou, ik zeg meestal, nou dat heb ik niet bedoeld of het spijt me.
Yeah, het spijt me is more serious than sorry. Het spijt me, yeah, it really comes from your heart.
Het spijt me. It involves more. It involves a story, a situation.
Sorry is sorry, but het spijt me, really, really sorry. Only say sorry if you really want to say sorry. Don't say it if you don't mean it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Perhaps then we can all learn a little more from my culture and use the word sorry more carefully.
Sorry.
Oh my gosh, why is this so hilarious to me? I love the fact that they were saying sorry, like they were practicing the sorry. So it's not as if they actually. So I think because the Dutch people are kind of very direct, they say their mind. They don't know how to mince their words. They say it directly, so sometimes they are considered rude. Apart from, there's this superstition, oh, they are considered rude, they don't say sorry. And I love the fact that a lot of people, some people in this video actually said that it's not as if they don't actually say sorry, they don't say sorry. They do say sorry, but they actually have to mean it because they are very direct. When they say sorry, they mean it. Compared to, say, the Englishman, when he says sorry, just tries to be diplomatic, okay, just so that you don't feel bad about what you did. Do you understand what I mean? But when they actually say so, they actually want to mean it. I truly believe that is even more it actually makes sense. And the fact that it's a cultural thing is being ingrained in their culture. They're very direct, they say what they mean, they don't know how to beat around the bush. Do you understand? So there was even this guy that was saying, I think his partner or maybe his colleague, he was even saying he's worked with a lot of Dutch people and they actually say sorry. Do you understand? It's not as if they don't say sorry at all. He was even saying the lady next to, I don't know if she's his partner or they work together or his colleague or something, but he says she even say more sorry than he says, to tell you that it's not like they don't say sorry. So I think this is just like it's just things people want to say. I wouldn't say, some people say, oh, Dutch people, they don't say sorry. One lady I think the interviewer interviewed this lady, and then she said, why are you rude? And then the lady was like, well, I'm sorry, I'm rude, but I love to say my mind, I love to be direct and all of those things. So yeah, I think it's just one of those things people term the Dutch people as, and I feel like they're so used to being called rude. Yeah, they're so used to, because if you're going to take my being direct for being rude, then so be it, I'm rude. You get? So they're very comfortable. I mean, a few people that I've seen on videos, they're so comfortable. Like, you want to call me rude? Don't worry, it's okay, I'm rude, but I'm just going to tell you my mind. I'm not going to beat around the bush to make you feel good about yourself. I'm just going to tell you how badly you behaved or how the situation is, okay? Which is very common to the Dutch person. There's nothing like pretense. They are very transparent, they are very open like that, and then they'll say their mind. But not saying sorry, I don't think it's a general thing. Some people have that belief. Maybe some people are like that. There was this guy that was saying that the younger people would say sorry, but the older people would never say sorry. I laughed so much at that, because why? Maybe the older people know the culture more than the younger people. The younger people are even more westernized, so they would say sorry, because they would have traveled, to other countries. They've met kids from other countries, and they've learned to say, the 5 magic words: please, sorry, thank you, those kind of stuff. Yeah, so I don't know, but if you're Dutch, I really love to know your opinion on this. Okay, this is very important. You know, it just has a way of making the world see you guys are so rude. But no, I do not think the Dutch people are rude. I feel like they are very direct, and it's not such a bad thing, right? It's not such a bad thing. I really want to know like what you guys think about this particular video. If you're Dutch, if you've had experience with the Netherlands, with people from the Netherlands, you have one or two things to say about this particular conversation, please hop on the comment section, drop those opinions, drop those conversations. Let's know, ask your questions, share with your friends that from that Dutch, you know, that live in the Netherlands. Ask for their opinions. What do they think about this? Let's get this conversation going in the comment section below. Do well to like, share, subscribe, turn the post notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.